Hi guys, and welcome to your weeklies, or rather to say bi-weeklies for the period of May the 1st to May 15th. I decided to try to do something different this time around, which is a little bit more encompassing spread, given with how many energies were like in the past, with everybody trying to clear something. It was lots of third-party situations. Overall energy was like really low, so I'm trying to really get us collectively out of it. We're trying to see much higher picture, and of course, being ambitious, I took this spread which is called Golden Dawn spread. It's probably the most complex spread in tarot. It kind of has the groups of three, and each threes are differently explained, and regular tarot, every card has a weight, and it's kind of how it relates to surroundings. So without going into the details, it is really difficult, but sure enough, I did get to see a different perspective, because I just finished basically reading for all the signs, and we all have one thing in common: we are putting an end to something and starting something new. So it's a spring cleaning our lives. It's lovely. Some of us are going to struggle through it, some of us are going to have Tower card through it. Most of us are just going to say, okay, enough is enough, I really want to start something new. And this Taurus energy is really wonderful. By the way, happy birthday, Taurus. And it's going to get us really forward to where we want to be, and it's nice grounding energy. It's going to help to kind of plant the new seeds. I love it. So it's very short, and even this introduction is very short, so don't fret. And at the end, I'm going to pull an oracle card, and kind of like we can see even that love direction as well. And spread can actually talk about the other things as well other than love, but mostly, of course, you know that I focus on love. Also, in a few days, I'll be releasing X spread in about a week from now, so that way you can check that out as well, for those of you who are still having on and off relationships, or you are wondering like what is happening with your ex, trying to reach the closure, or trying to see if you should pursue it, etc., right? And that X spread is on a special still for the next 2 weeks, so it is $45. It has been its regular price is $60, so please book it while it's still on 45 specials. So you can just check on my website, www.cattarot.ca, or you can check it down in the description, and you'll get all my information. Contact me via Facebook or via website or via email. Also, please subscribe, share, and like, so that way when you're a subscriber, you always get in your like mailbox something has been released and published, so you're always the first one. Also, the contest that I had for joining the Facebook and being entered automatically in the draw is going to end on the 30th, when I'm going to make a draw. I have decided, instead of one person, that I'm going to give 3 20-minute basically readings. So there is still time, because this is going to be released a couple of days before the 1st, so if you want to just jump in. However, I'm starting a new contest on the 1st. It's going to run probably the entire month, and it's going to be for every comment, for every like, for every share. It's going to count as one basically entry, so it's going to be for the next 20-minute basically reading. So jump on board, interact. On Facebook, I'm just having a different approach. I kind of like put stuff that is related to tarot and to cats, and sort of like it will be really nice that we kind of as a community kind of learn from each other. So there you go. Join Facebook, like it, follow it, share it, comment it, and automatically you are being entered in a draw for a possible free reading. Thanks very much. Love you. Hi Capricorns, this is Cat Tarot. Welcome to your bi-weeklies. Oh my gosh, it's like very clear right now that the energies in the air are closing and starting. It's going to be a really interesting year, because I'm pretty sure if this energies is like pretty much in every sign, that we are going to see this everywhere, on the political arena, everywhere. So something really has to come to an end for something else new to start. So let's see what is with you, Capricorn. Like sort of like the central card in your spread is strength. you're trying to draw strength from inside. You have the Hermit right next to it, right? And you are an earth sign, and kind of like you have like three sort of like energies conflicting. So Hermit is basically earth sign, strength is fire sign, and Knave of Swords is air sign. So it almost looks like that you kind of want to pull everything together. You want to have, you see, they are similar. One is 8, one is 9. Strength is on the outside. It's a quiet approach. It's very much like you, Caps. Quiet, resourceful, methodical. But Hermit is like strength from inside, trying to find the best approach and the best strategy. But here we have you know, that court's full running around and telling everything about every secret, etc. So as I said, kind of like it's going to be interesting. This can also mean that if you have somebody in the past that you broke with, or that they broken up with you, it will be energy of trying to pry into your business, trying to figure out, or you figuring out about somebody else. It's generally not a bad card. I would not say it's negative, because this is always seen upright, so I have to take into account the other energies as well, that this can actually mean somebody who puts their nose when there's like no business, etc., right? But it's also about somebody who's learning something about ideas and systems. And for you, I think, because it's not conflicting energy either. It's just like this one, the strength is fire energy, and fire torches earth. So the strength could be really, in your case, trying to be a better communicator after kind of figuring it out from inside. You know, the Hermit is that energy where nobody really can help you in that, other than you're like literally in your room and thinking about it, and not even meditation or prayer, literally just focusing on that that topic of importance and thinking about it, right? Because I see here it was something really emotional for you in a really recent past. Oh my gosh, you know, you have a 5 of Cups, you have 3 of Wands, and then you have 8 of Cups. So did you leave, or did somebody leave you? You know, they have water and fire energies. Certain things just didn't glue together, and like 3 and 5 are 8. And here's talking about somebody leaving, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to come back, or you're waiting for them to come back. And you are sad about it, but not really doing things that would kind of like foster your own healing in the entire process. And you're being very hopeful here. Or is it you who left? Is it you who is moving on a new horizon and feeling really bad about hurting someone? It can be seen this way, but it's kind of like really lots of water energy in this respect. And so when somebody kind of gets into this stage, is like kind of like trying to figure out, like it's like kind of high price to pay for being in emotions. It could be like when you have those relationships when you have both love and hate, and even in the equal amounts, their kind of hate is very, very destructive, probably twice as powerful or even more than love. So it's kind of like that balance. And it's even here, like these things are lost, but these things are not, and trying to figure out how to go about it, right? So like in one possibilities, you're going to, and like I'm a little bit concerned about this third party here. I am a little bit concerned because it's showing up in the other kind of like triples, trinities of these cards, because here I see in the near future you're really focusing on yourself. You want to be that Queen of Pentacles, and that is you, Capricorn. This is like this grounded energy, really, but again is like together with water energy, which is good. Like, I mean, that water is nourishing earth, so these two energies are working really well together, kind of like going forward, charging ahead. And yet you still feel a bit dazed and confused about the things that happen. You see, that's kind of like possible third party as well. It's just kind of like maybe in all of that you seem to be a winner, but you know, maybe not. Maybe this is just talking about loss and sorrow and regret. Sometimes it talks about defeat. Maybe what if that's not you? Maybe if that's these kind of kitties around, you know. It could actually overall talk about recovering. Maybe you had a loss of confidence. Maybe you had a lack of strength and resources. Maybe feeling disoriented. But at the same time, I think you're overcoming this, because this is the central basically card over here, and it shows to me that you're getting grounded and getting to the right level of understanding how to move forward, understanding that you have to revisit yourself and how you approach things, and then really charge ahead. Literally, you see that you have to go ahead and get out of that, you know, inner mood thinking how to go about it. So it's good. And then you might, that could be one way of dealing with it, that you will actually just really get out of this kind of closing, loner, kind of hermit mode and charge ahead. And even if that means sort of like cutting things off, it's still working. But I think that in this case really is talking about you kind of, well, not really having an upper hand, but sort of like getting yourself out of situation, and now understanding you really have to get out fully, because there is a second trajectory here which is really interesting. So that's one which is like full of building, but you will not have enough time to build, because you guys, Capricorn, you like to be very methodical. You want to go step by step by step, and this is Chariot. It's kind of like really merging resources, kind of uniting the opposites, and here it's kind of the same thing. You have these three things going. So I don't know if this means kind of trying to shed hurts from the past. Does it mean trying to reestablish yourself? Does it mean really just moving on and just like not to think and not to overthink? But there is a second possibility that some of you will choose, and check this out. You have 2 tens here. So this is like finishing something and going into something else, something that's going to be extremely joyful, and it's literally birth celebrations, something, and this is a card of reunion as well. And the Wheel of Fortune, which kind of can be plus and minus, it can be very positive, it can be very negative depending on which side you are. So it is kind of really interesting because it's coming here after an 8 and 9 that you have 10s. So here 8 and 9, so we are going into 10. So obviously you are moving forward toward closing something, wrapping something up. So it literally is going to take 2 different things. Few of you are going to get rid of something that didn't function, and you'll walk away, even though if that means being hurt and hurting yourself, because you literally are cutting tumor off and it kind of doesn't work. Others are going to kind of rebuild yourself and start immersing yourself back in your life, rebuild the strength, kind of charging ahead, and maybe being a little bit clumsy about the way you express yourself. And yet the third kind of you will be really charging ahead and getting the ultimate happiness. And maybe this is kind of like a completely person who is just starting to date, who is just starting to experience happiness, but oh my god, this is really amazing energy. This is almost like to wish for. You're going to have luck on your side, you're going to accomplish this kind of feeling of everything is in place, and yet you're joyful. And how is karma? What is karma saying? What kind of these basically trinities is karma going to work with? And guess what? And again, karma is asking you to go in this direction, right? Look at this, what you have here: 9 of chalices, Ace of Pentacles, and 7 of Pentacles. So this is so you. This is your earthy energies wanting to build something, and this is kind of friendship and building something like really brick by brick, slowly, and then going to the point where you can kind of review your work and kind of reassess and kind of getting this wish, getting your wishes, finally reaching that kind of like level of emotional satisfaction. But it's like through being who you are, right? Not through any other energies that are unknown to you. So yeah, some of you may have to leave all to get to the new. Some of you will get to this like new start right away. So this is the most complex kind of resolution from all the spreads that I had this month. So let me see, let me try to pull 1 or 2 love oracle cards, just to see really if this can kind of put some more light on it. Okay, can you please clarify this for me? Oops. Free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. Well, yeah, you're getting 1 here, you're getting 10 here, 10 here. That's what it means. You are, I think, taking charge. You are kind of like figuring out who you are, what you need, what you work, and you're grounding yourself. Let me just get one more for you guys. Capricorn, give me one more love oracle guide card. Here we go. And let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. And this is that Ace of Pentacles, which talks about dealing with things on a kind of like very kind of friendly level and moving ahead. Let me just see. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 major arcana. So to some extent you'll be able to kind of control in which direction you go. So if you start seeing that things are going super fast in some kind of direction, then you know that you're going in this direction, where you know it's going to be this feeling that you have to win something over, and somehow discomfort that you're not really fully in your element. Well, here it's all of a sudden going to feel, oh my gosh, I get a lucky break, oh again and again, and then all of a sudden like all the doors will be opening to you. You'll feel really happy. So both of them are actually good. This one is much better, but both of them are good. Like grounding yourself is also feeling for you, but karma is on your side. Let's put it this way. You are invincible in this next 2 weeks. So enjoy, Capricorn. All the best. If you want a private reading, please contact me. And www.cattarot.ca, or all my information is below in the description box. Thank you. Love you. Bye.